there, my name is Andrea and this is Andrew, and every year we sit down and we predict our pop culture predictions for the year ahead. Today we are coming at you with 25 pop culture predictions. This is our 6th year doing this.
Yeah.
You can head back, see our pop culture predictions of the past, how many we got right. Today we're gonna sit down and watch our predictions from last year, count how many we got right.
Yeah.
I feel like we got at least a handful right.
I think last year was like our best yet, but I don't think it's gonna be as good this year.
We'll see. Subscribe down below, follow us on our social medias. This is quite a pop culture year, so I don't know how 2025 will top it, but I think there's gonna be more drama.
Yeah, I feel
I feel like this year was very happy in pop culture for the most part, but next year there's gonna be drama.
Yeah, for sure.
Kick us off!
Dolly Parton falls ill.
Thank God she didn't, Andrew.
No.
Okay, good.
She doesn't die.
We are going to see technical difficulties on the Eras tour.
That's true.
I think that's true.
The lift's gonna break.
Yeah, the lift.
And
yeah,
the
lift.
Roomba broke.
Yeah, okay, so 1.
Taylor is in Deadpool 3 in some capacity.
No.
I like this one.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you're not gonna like this one. Zendaya and Tom Holland break up. The girls
Incorrect.
are no longer-
Not true.
Miley Cyrus announces an Eras Tour-esque.
And
I wish.
she won't be
I
on
wish.
tour, period.
What is it?
She won't even perform with Beyonce.
Miley's gonna win a Grammy.
That was right! Yay! Oh my God!
I have a Vegas one too.
Really?
Oh my God, we were so into the
Mine
sphere last
is
year.
Yeah.
about the sphere.
Mine is too.
Mine is it being hacked.
I don't, is that
Yeah.
true?
I don't think it was
No.
that.
No.
My sphere one is kind of a two-parter. Beyonce announces Act 2 of Renaissance and a residency at the Sphere.
So do we get half?
Okay, do both things have to happen?
Yeah.
So then no.
No.
Major Duma lawsuit.
Oh, I wish.
Don't know who.
No, there is one.
There was one?
But yeah.
Well, I don't
Remember
think
when
that-
Tree came for her? Can that just count?
I think this was after that though.
Alright, so no Dumois lawsuit.
That was another such a good
That
one.
was a good one.
I'm like mad that I didn't like use them again.
They're gonna be hit with like an actual lawsuit at some point.
Lady
I feel like
Gaga
they've-
announces new era.
What do you think that
That's true.
entails?
Wait.
Like, end of year rollout.
Like an
Announcing.
album or just like she starts it.
Yeah, like single.
Okay.
Says
the
3.
Eras Tour is extended into 2025.
And
No.
It's scheduled to end
Oh.
in December of 2024.
I feel
really
like all of mine seem realistic
Yeah.
though, and they just didn't happen.
This is kind of like another two-parter, but
Oh
both.
my God, stop with the 2-parters.
Okay.
I predict
Oh my God, so bold.
that Taylor will drop all the re-releases while on the Eras tour this year.
No.
Certainly.
I predict that around Taylor's
why does it
birthday,
keep going?
she's going to drop a documentary about the re-release.
Why do you have that all in
Yeah,
one?
about-
Because she'll drop the re-releases and a documentary about the re-release
I
process.
think
And-
maybe later.
Did we know TTPD
And
was
that
coming
is
here?
Elon
No.
Musk sells Twitter
To us.
to us.
These are all so realistic
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, I can afford
They were
that.
so
I
good.
don't
Andrew.
necessarily think
This is some of my best work. Wasted.
Wasted.
On a crap year, it all gotta happen.
Elon Yedanson.
It's not even.
One of the Queer Eye cast members gets canceled.
Yeah, I
That's
feel
I
like
think that's true.
True. There was enough drama that I think we can count it.
Okay,
HBO is going to fast track their Harry Potter show.
That's right.
that's true?
That's correct.
Have announced that.
Okay, we got 5 right so far.
I think Mean Girls is gonna flop.
No, it didn't.
I don't think it did.
It wasn't humongous, but it was successful.
Yeah.
It's not.
Ariana
Bella
Grande's new
Kelly.
album uses artificial intelligence.
I think that's true.
I don't think it's true.
What's the music
It
video?
sounds like a new project. but
Google it.
don't-
No.
No.
I said like the album though.
No.
This is the year of Chapel Roan.
That's
That's true. It's a feminine phenomenon.
Physical media makes it come back in a big way.
It's
Things
tough
are
because it's
being
like half right.
advertised.
I would give it like half.
Listen.
Tough because like, it's
Okay.
all true,
See
but
the
like
fall-
not enough to give it a whole point.
I know. I don't think it did make a huge comeback.
I feel like
though.
if we have another that we're like half and half on,
We
we'll,
get it.
We'll
Okay.
collectively boost one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
I predict that we will see the fall of a major social media platform. I don't know which one, but I'm gonna
No.
look towards TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok's always been like
Boy Genius, Grammy Sweet.
Yes!
not sweet
Those
though.
are fun, Andrew.
Well,
Is the most likely.
I don't think they
outcome
swept.
across the board.
No.
Things I'd like to see, but as a
They had a good night, but not sweet.
I predict that NSYNC announces a tour.
No.
Oh yeah, I think that's a date.
The world tour. This is gonna ruin the world tour.
A movie adaptation of Waitress the Musical is announced.
I wish.
I wish.
We will meet Taylor Swift this year.
Incorrect.
Okay.
What do you think?
That's enough of this. That's enough. Okay, so we did 6.
So we got 6 right, but like we also had 1 more. So like we technically did worse.
How many did we get right last year?
6 out of 23, and this year we got 6 out of 24.
Yeah.
But I will say there was a couple that were half right, so
Yeah.
I feel like we did good.
So the Eras tour did have a stage malfunction. Miley won a Grammy. That was such a joyous moment.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga announced a new error.
Yeah.
The Queer Eye cast like collectively got canceled, but not in this house. Just to be clear. HBO fast tracks Harry Potter show.
Yeah.
And this was the year of Chapel Roan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think 5 of those were yours, so that's pretty good. That's probably your best round yet.
Probably. I'm ready, Andrew. You go first.
Number 1 is Trump gets shot again.
My God. Sorry, I'm just... yeah. I actually have thought about that.
The fact that it happened twice already.
Like, third time,
Yeah.
you know? Like, I just feel like it's very likely to happen again.
Yeah, there's no way.
Lady Gaga, small stadium tour this summer. Loverfest Lake.
Yeah, even Chromatica, like that was ended up being like 6 cities, right?
I think it was like 13.
Maybe.
Because I'm kind of like, all right, thinking about Boston, like, she's done Fenway a couple times. Is Gillette the next move?
Maybe. I
Does she
think so.
do like a little Gillette 3-nighter or something? I don't know. And like do LA, New York, you
New
know?
York's likely too. Yeah. Okay, so I actually went back and forth on this one, but it's Dick Van Dyke dies.
Yeah.
He is how old? Let's see. So I just watched Mary Poppins for the first time.
He's
and
in that?
He's 99. And I went back and forth because both Julie Andrews and him are like both in their 90s and like still alive. And I was like, one of them's gotta go. I'm going with Dick.
I think, yeah. But that would be sad if he didn't make it to 100.
Yeah. Dick Van Dyke gone.
Is he like at the New Year's Eve thing every year?
No, that's Dick Clark.
Oh shit. Who's Dick Van Dyke then?
He's in Mary Poppins. No, watch the movie.
I thought Dick Clark was
He's so cute
in
and he
Mary
kind of looks like
Poppins.
Trevor.
I mean, he kind of does. Gracie Abrams and Paul Mescal break up.
Yeah, I hope.
Okay, I casually listen to Gracie. I don't know anything about Paul besides like what you post on Twitter. The way he was dragging her through the paparazzi the other day and everyone was like, that's so Joe. I'm like, he's gotta go. He's got to go. That's all I needed to see.
He's just like the weirdest, coolest person. It's not a match. Like,
Okay.
and I think for me, like, I'm not always all in on like celeb couples, but like Phoebe and Paul to me were like peak. Were like one of my like all-time faves. Like up there with like Tom and Zendaya, how much I love them. Because when you like love 2 sides of a celeb couple equally, it's like a different beast.
Like Tom, like
It's-
Zendaya.
yeah, it's a
Tom.
different beast.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, this is like the Walmart version. Travis announces retirement.
I've seen this on the web.
Yeah, I think people almost expected him to recently, and I know Jason did. So I'm just throwing it out there.
I think it's likely. All right, I'm moving into some Grammy talk. Charlie XCX doesn't win a Grammy. People, me, are pissed.
It's like 0.
She's never won one. So if she were to win one this year, it'd be major.
So
But she's also has a lot of nominations.
your
this
prediction
year.
is 0.
Yeah.
Interesting. My Grammy one is actually Cowboy Carter winning Album of the Year.
Wow. You got kind of quiet when we were talking about this in the car.
Yeah,
knew
I
you
didn't.
had one.
I wanted to save it. I don't think I would have been confident in that prior to her Christmas Day performance.
100%.
It came at like
100%.
the perfect time for me to feel comfortable predicting it.
I hope she wins it, but I kind of like the idea of Act 3 getting album. Because it's like 3rd time's the charm. Ha! She showed you all, you know?
Yeah.
Jake Shane talk show.
Like television?
Yes, like new Ellen DeGeneres.
Okay.
I want a talk show every morning. I want to turn it on, or like once a week
Well-
or something. Like Get him on the TV. Like, his podcast is so good. He's such a good interviewer. He does a perfect balance of being personal, yet fun and relatable. I just think he's got it going on. No, I know you're not a huge fan of him.
No, he's fine. And I think what I've seen from his footage is it very much is almost set up like a talk show.
Yes.
He's very much like positioned, like facing directly towards someone.
NBC, give him the slot. Like, come on.
And he has like connections, like enough in like all media fields.
Well, I find his connections are kind of niche.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, I want to hear more about that person. And I want him to sit down with them. Because like they're not as like popular as everyone else.
Yeah, but like even like the Glenn Powell friendship, like
so
that's like clicking. Yeah. Both Reputation debut Taylor's version are released.
Okay.
I figured I said that last year, but I didn't. You kind of did. 2025, they're definitely both coming.
Okay. Taylor doesn't release / re-release any albums this year. Is quiet and prepping for the movie.
See, that would be
she's writing.
It would be nice for sure.
I could see her not doing anything. Keeping it quiet, building the suspense.
But yeah.
We need a break.
I'm not begging for those albums, just to be clear. Like, she could literally not touch the public eye for 5 years and I would be happy.
We're longtime Swifties here and we survived the drought. So seeing her out, just like even getting a picture of her and Travis the other night, I'm like, that's enough for me. Like, we went years without that. Like, I'm fine as a fan.
There's more than enough to still unpack from like the past couple years. Chapel Roan fist fight. A punch needs to be thrown.
Who? You?
Me? No, like she's gonna get in a fist fight with someone, like a physical altercation.
But it's not her fault.
It could be initiated by her. I mean, I'm sure she would have a right to do it.
Defend herself.
Yeah, but I mean, there was enough.
Happens on the Grammys red carpet.
There was enough verbal altercations in 2024 for me to predict a physical altercation in 2025.
Renee Rapp's sophomore album.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's a pretty solid prediction. We know she's been in the studio, Dan.
No, I agree. My next one is that a new Nicole Kidman AMC ad finally debuts.
Finally.
They have been running the original forever. They broke it up into like multiple different shortened versions. New one.
No.
New.
But keep the fit.
Keep the vibe, like, new.
How many times do you think you've seen it?
Oh my god. Probably this year, I think at least 70.
I feel like I say this every year. Grey's Anatomy announces final season.
We didn't say that last year though.
But I feel like every other year we've said it. I, as a fan, am like kind of over it. I'm like a long time Grey's Anatomy fan and I'm like, what are we doing here? Because it was kind of confusing because like Meredith left, but like she's still on the show. And I'm like,
yeah.
Just make up your mind.
Selena and what's his face break off their engagement.
Benny Blanco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No longer
100% happening.
No. She's either gonna be married or not engaged by the end of next year, and I'm going with not engaged.
No hate, no shade, Selena.
Oh, he's so gross. This
is kind of Taylor related. A Restore documentary.
I think that was my next one.
Oh, read your mind.
That was literally my next one.
Really? I think that will happen. I feel like it's like there's some sort of documentary being filmed. We've seen the camera crews.
Addison Rae debut album Slay of the Century. The end.
Are you Aquamarine?
You got it. I'm everything that she is.
All right, this next one's kind of niche. Benito Skinner and Terrence O'Connor. Benny Drama.
There you go.
Get engaged.
Oh.
Benny Drama is
pretty niche.
Literally, I am Benny Drama's biggest fan. Literally, you can fight me on it.
But they've been together for a long time, right?
Yeah, and they're just like, they're a power couple. Like, they're so fun, so in love, so silly. I really love them together and I want to see them engaged.
The next James Bond is announced. It's kind of been something trickling through the past couple of years. There's rumblings every time a new male actor becomes successful. So just,
you sound like so like, there's rumblings.
It's like always there in the background of
Glenn
like,
Powell?
Film news. Sure. It's typically like a British guy. Or
not
like
Joe Alwyn.
Could be.
Tom?
Definitely not. It's typically like a 30s or 40s year old.
Okay.
Potentially even 50s.
McDonald's adds chocolate soft serve to the menu nationwide.
Okay.
I want to see it.
Sure.
How great would a chocolate McFlurry Oreo be? Oh,
No, you're right.
so good. I feel like it's also like a cheap.
They had a couple
Cheap
really
add-on.
good McFlurries recently.
Yeah,
they
they
had
have.
the salted caramel, they had a strawberry shortcake, they
That
had the
was
grandma
so-
one.
Oh, the grandma
The
one.
grandma.
So good. Bring it back.
My next one is that Timothy Chalamet's Letterboxd account leaks. We've seen a couple of these this year, most recently Charlie XCX's.
Do you think that's real?
I do.
She has that much time on her hands to watch all those movies?
Lord knows. I think Timothy's is leaking.
Have you found it?
Not yet.
James Charles acting debut.
In what?
Literally anything. I don't know. Not that I'm a huge James Charles fan, but I was on his TikTok the other day and I was like, he's kind of popping off.
No, that's fine. That's random enough to like be realistic.
Yeah, I don't know. I could see a little something.
My next one is Ariana Oscar nominee.
Yeah.
It's just trending that way.
You don't sound very happy about it.
I'm literally fine with it. It's whatever.
Euphoria announces no final season.
So season 3, no. Yeah, it's gone back and forth.
Yeah. I know they're like supposed to start filming next year.
It's so tough
yeah.
when literally everyone in your cast is like successful at this point.
Yeah.
So tough. What I've always said though is like Zendaya genuinely loves it. And like if she is interested, because she's gained so much from it,
Yeah.
she will be the one to make it happen. If she stops caring and is not interested anymore, it will die.
As a fan though, I'm so like removed from it. I'm like, it's been years.
My last one is that Stranger Things does not stick the landing.
I almost wrote that one down.
Really? That's
Yeah.
interesting. I don't watch the show. So this is from like a complete outside perspective, but I think I've like seen enough both of talk around Stranger Things and seen enough franchises like Stranger Things not stick to landing or have negative fan reaction that I feel like Stranger Things 5 will be poorly received.
What I was gonna write is Stranger Things flops.
And like,
yeah.
people will watch it, but yeah, like I feel like doesn't stick the landing is like the wording I'm comfortable
Yeah.
with.
And speaking of Euphoria, who just like years between seasons here, it's like I've had to rewatch Stranger Things like 3 times because every time a new season comes out, it's so complex that like I can't. I have to like sit down and rewatch it to like understand the new episodes.
I think
And it's
though,
frustrating.
if it was like a beloved ending, I think I would actually watch it.
We'll see. That wraps up our pop culture predictions. Be sure to subscribe down below. Leave your pop culture prediction. Follow us on our social medias. And I'm wishing you a very happy new year. Are you wishing them a happy new year?
I am. Happy New Year.
You look over it already.
I'm just like thinking, I feel like I went realistic last year and didn't work out.
I feel like we were kind of realistic this year too.
We'll see.
My honorable mention, Sprouse Brothers, one of them has a baby. Beyonce and Jay-Z divorce.
I actually almost put that.
Yeah, I almost did. Charlie and George get engaged. Tell no one.
Who the hell is Charlie and George?
XCX. Their boyfriend George.
Is that the 1975 guy?
Yeah. Wendy Williams reboot.
Mm.
I don't want this to happen, but Aspen Over canceled.
Who?
She's that YouTuber, TikToker. Last one, Adele documentary. Maybe about her residency.
Yeah.
New music, I don't know.
The Marvel Studios release dates get shuffled again. The Lilo and Stitch live action is good.
Yes!
At the Tonys, both the play Oh Mary and musical Maybe Happy Ending win big. Although I do think
I wish the
Leah
wait
Michelle
was-
will be back on Broadway.
Really?
Lock it in. Leah Michelle.
Lock it in.
If I get that right, it's a bonus.